Welcome, dear listeners, to The Voice Within. Neville Goddard Speaks through AI. I'm your host. Today we explore Neville Goddard's most sacred revelation, the promise. Since starting this journey with the law of assumption and manifestation, many have found ways to shape their reality and bring their desires to life. Yet beneath these powerful teachings lies a deeper spiritual truth, a divine awakening that can only be understood through the promise. As Neville famously declared, "The law will bring you riches, but the promise will bring you life eternal." Stay tuned as we delve into this profound and life-altering wisdom. The promise is understood as an actual spiritual event encoded within all humans. According to Neville Goddard, this is not just symbolic, but an inherent aspect of our spiritual journey. Neville insightfully explained that the story of Jesus is, in fact, a personal biography for every human being. It represents our spiritual evolution and awakening. This journey is marked by significant spiritual symbols, each representing a stage in our personal awakening. The birth from above is one such symbol, suggesting a rebirth into a higher state of consciousness. The discovery of David represents the realization of our inner divine nature. And finally, the splitting of the temple veil signifies the ultimate revelation, the tearing away of all illusions, and the direct experience of divine truth. These symbols and stages form the core of what Neville terms the promise, illustrating a profound spiritual process that awaits realization within each of us. Let's first narrate the mystical events Neville claimed to experience in his journey towards the promise. According to Neville, these were not mere dreams or visions, but profound spiritual events that unfolded within him over time. One such pivotal moment on this journey was the experience Neville described as being born from his skull. He recounted feeling a tremendous explosion, followed by an overwhelming sense of being pushed out, only to realize that he was emerging from his own skull. This event, occurring in the early morning hours, marked a profound rebirth, signifying a higher state of consciousness and a deeper connection to the divine. The significance of this moment cannot be overstated, as it symbolized Neville's spiritual awakening and a key milestone in the journey towards the promise. Another cornerstone of Neville's experience was seeing David, not as a historical figure, but as his spiritual offspring. This vision was pivotal, representing the realization of his innate divinity and the manifestation of the Christ within. David, in Neville's spiritual journey, symbolized the offspring of his soul, underscoring the intimate relationship between human consciousness and the divine essence. Lastly, Neville spoke of the rising of the serpent within as a profound symbol of spiritual ascent. This experience, laden with deep mystical significance, illustrated the awakening of divine energy within and the culmination of spiritual enlightenment. The serpent's rise was not just a vision, but an embodiment of pure spiritual energy, marking another crucial step in Neville's profound journey towards the promise. Let's talk about the current global focus on manifestation. Everywhere you look, people are harnessing the power of their minds to shape their reality, crafting vision boards, repeating affirmations, and visualizing their dream lives. While these practices are incredibly powerful, Neville Goddard's teaching of the promise brings a deeper spiritual awakening that goes beyond just creating material wealth or personal success. The promise calls us to recognize our true identity, not just as creators of our external circumstances, but as the Creator itself. Neville explains that manifestation is like playing with shadows, whereas awakening through the promise is stepping into the light. When we focus solely on manifestation, we only touch the surface of our divine potential. The true fulfillment comes from understanding and embodying the promise, realizing that we are the divine source itself. This shift from being a mere creator to embodying the Creator transforms our entire existence, bringing us into a state of eternal life and divine truth. So, while the world is captivated by the power of manifestation, it's essential to remember Neville's message. The promise isn't just about changing the outer world, but awakening to the grander truth within us. It's a call to transcend the shadows and embrace the light of our divine nature. To truly open ourselves to the promise, it is essential to live faithfully, peacefully, and imaginatively. These qualities help attune us to our divine nature and the unfolding of our spiritual journey. Living faithfully means trusting in the process and believing in the divine plan that is inherently good and just. Peacefulness allows us to remain calm and centered, even amid life's challenges, while living imaginatively empowers us to envision and create a reality that reflects our highest self. Another vital practice is spending time in stillness, listening to the inner voice. In the quiet moments, away from the noise and distractions of the world, we can hear our true selves and discern the gentle whispers of the divine. This inner voice guides us, comforts us, and reminds us of our inherent divinity. Cultivating a practice of stillness can be transformative, providing clarity and insight into our spiritual path. It's also important to recognize that spiritual unfolding is not merely a result of our efforts, but is driven by grace. This process unfolds naturally and inevitably as we align ourselves with our true nature. Trust in the power of grace, knowing that the divine is always supporting and guiding us on our journey. We don't have to force or strive for enlightenment. Instead, we allow, receive, and embrace the spiritual awakening that is destined to happen. Reflecting on Neville's powerful closing words, "You are not becoming God. You are God dreaming." The promise is the moment you remember. We are reminded of our intrinsic divinity and the ultimate realization that awaits each of us. It's a profound reminder that our spiritual journey is not about becoming something we're not, but about remembering and reconnecting with what we truly are. In our next episode, we will explore spiritual sight, seeing the unseen. It will be an enlightening discussion on developing and nurturing the ability to perceive beyond the physical realm, something that can deepen our spiritual understanding and bring us closer to realizing the promise. Thank you for tuning in to The Voice Within. Neville Goddard Speaks through AI. Be sure to check the show notes for any links or articles mentioned in today's episode. Until next time, keep remembering your true divine nature and embracing the journey towards the promise.